Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what will be the second episode of VWE Magnitude. I apologize for being a little late to the proceedings, traffic problems. We go right into the universe, and of course we are going to kick off tonight's episode of Magnitude with what should be a fantastic match. That's interesting from SmackDown. Challenger Daniel Bryan is trash talking Brock Lesnar. Alrighty then, we are going to go play matches, and this is of course, no, this is Monday Night Raw. Alright, I thought we skipped all this. Apparently we didn't. So, simulate, which I'm hoping, I don't know what this means. Okay, so, different matches now. One different match right now is Sting and Rey Mysterio. So I thought it had saved. Apparently it did not. But we have Sting versus Rey Mysterio, and now we just get The Rock versus Tyson Kidd. Instead it was going to be that huge match of The Rock and The Undertaker versus, I believe, Tyson Kidd and Triple H. Jacob versus Chaos Reigns, and Big Show versus Gandorf, John Cena versus Randy Orton. So everything's the same except this one match. So let's go ahead and get started right now with VWE Magnitude. This is Sting versus Rey Mysterio, and this should be an exciting matchup. Of course, Sting won last week on Magnitude, and absolutely, you know, so, you know, and I've got this on mute. I think the music is still coming through, but I don't know. When you think of it. Tell you what, let me check this out and see if I can figure this out. There's no music, I apologize in advance, but I just kind of muted this last time. Well, just kind of heard at the same time. So, let's see if we can get started here. Now, Sting makes his way to the ring. Keep in mind, he is our champion. He will be, of course, defending his title at our April pay-per-view event, Black Dawn. And should be an interesting match. We don't know who he's facing yet, of course. We won't know until after episode 3. And then we will be able to look at the card and see who Sting is facing. Try to go into profile right now. See what's going on. See if I can hear music. If I can hear music, then we'll be good to go. Oh, right. So, alright. Let's do this. Alright, there we go. Don't have smell-o-vision. Alright, and we will get started in just a minute. I want to see what I can see before we really get started here. And after this, please feel free to tune in on Facebook if you are a friend of mine. For the first... That's apparently not right. So, the first shock cast of 2015. That would be for WWE SmackDown, their first show of the year. And let's see if I can figure out. I am not offline. Because this thing's wrong. Clearly. Alright. Going to load video. Alright, so you can hear it. And the match has started, and Sting and Ray get into a headlock. Or block up, excuse me. And, alright, gonna turn that off because I hear sound. And we don't want to hear sound. As Ray now has Sting in a head scissors. Nice. Rey Mysterio. Of course, Ray, the master of 619, a lot more high flying than Sting's opponent last week, Randy Orton. Should be interesting to see if Sting can keep his game plan and if Rey Mysterio has a game plan for the champion. You know, it's interesting that we're opening the match with the card tonight with this. Yeah. It's been a long day, sorry folks. Alright, Ray takes Sting over. And I'm locked down. Oh, and a punch to the head of Sting. And now Ray. Neck breaker to Sting. Very nice. And Ray has an advantage on our champion. Randy Orton couldn't really get started last week. He hit a couple things, nothing too big. As Ray is launching lightning kicks. A nice Hurricane Rana there. And Ray picks Sting up and kick to the small of the back. And that's not going to do Sting any favors. And now a big wheel kick there. Wow. So yeah, Rey Mysterio pretty much in complete control of Sting right now, although Sting begs to differ. Look at this. Suplex by the Vigilante Sting. And Sting now stomping away on Rey Mysterio, trying to prove why he's champion. This could be a very even matchup. Well, maybe that was all Ray had. Nope. Another pop-up Hurricane Rana there by the master of the 619. We haven't seen Ray much in WWE, but he is still under contract as he gets Sting in the back. And maybe he'll be a surprise entrant at this year's Royal Rumble. For so long as he doesn't win and it's Daniel Bryan on top, no one will really care. Sting putting the boots to Rey Mysterio right now. You know, rolling. And nice leg drop across the throat of Rey Mysterio. And hear that, ignore that, that's nothing. Ray with the DDT, that's something. The Sting. I don't know how this mic picks up things. Ray drags Sting to the center of the ring. And, knee to the side of Sting. Ray doesn't weigh much, but still, that's not nice. Kick to the gut. And, Ray looking for this sort of sunset flip powerbomb. Sunset flip, 1, 2, not a powerbomb, just a sunset flip bomb. Wow. That is, nice move by Rey Mysterio. Always like to see Mysterio in action. Of course, he can't do as much as he used to, but he does what he can as he stomps away on Sting. And a nice big wheel kick again. And Sting hasn't been able to get much started. He's hit a couple things, broken race momentum a couple times, but Rey Mysterio has really been in control here as Sting sends him over the ropes. And is he going to suplex him back inside? Yes, he is. All right, so maybe Sting can get something started now. Elbow drops from Mysterio. And Ray's a little dazed as Sting picks him up and Sting with the right hand. Sting's Ray in. An elbow. And Sting throws Ray into the corner. Very hard. Stomping on him. Sting is starting to work that midsection area with elbows and stomps. That wasn't the midsection. That was the head. The big knee. And this has been a bit more back and forth now. Sting has been in control for the past few moments here. And another elbow to the heart of Ray. And we'll just have to see who busts out their signature maneuver first. Ray's of course got the 619, and wow, nice hip toss there by Rey Mysterio. And Sting had this Scorpion Death Drop, which is what beat Randy Orton last week. And of course, Randy Orton is on our main event tonight. Randy Orton versus John Cena. Ray kicks Sting in the back. Sting is up there, and Sting is upset. And maybe we might start to see a comeback. No! Ray blocks and hits a right hand. Then a drop kick, but that missed. And here we go. Sting's big comeback. He hits a clothesline. Little weird teleportation there. Ray stumbles into the corner. Are we going to see a Stinger splash? No! Big clothesline instead from the man known as Sting. And Sting puts Ray in the corner again. Is this the... Yes! Stinger splash in the corner to Rey Mysterio. And now Sting into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! not enough to pin Rey Mysterio. Sting's going to have to hit that Scorpion Death Drop if he wants to put down the Master of the 619. But Rey is not going to let that happen easily. He hits another wheel kick, and Sting's head's got to be killing him. Rey goes for the cover. One. No. Sting kicks out. Of course, Rey doesn't weigh that much, so it's not as much energy to get him off. Oh, another sunset flip. Yep, near the ropes. No! But he's got him pinned. 1, 2. Was that 3? No, it was 2. It's hard to see when you can't see the referee. Or a bar. Or anything. Whoa! And Sting all the way out to the floor. Here comes Rey. Oh, no attack by Rey. And is he gonna jam Sting's foot into the concrete? Oh, the thinly padded concrete. Still padded. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Rey rolls Sting back into the ring. And, oh! Elbow to almost looked like the shoulder. Rey rolls Sting back into the ring. That rhymed. There he gets up on the apron and unnecessary springboard. That might cost Rey the match. That was completely unnecessary. And Sting is now stalking the stunned Rey Mysterio. Spins him around. As Nick says, that was a mistake. Rey going off that top rope because Sting just hit the Scorpion Death Drop. 1, 2, 3. And that puts away Rey Mysterio. A good friend of mine, Nick, believes that going to the top rope is always a mistake in some fashion. And Rey Mysterio proves him absolutely right. 2, 3. Nope. Not 3. Rey hits a sunset flip bomb. Still not 3. And finally, a stunned Rey takes a Scorpion Death Drop. Unbelievable. So the next match is one that very interesting. Two men who lost last week, The Rock and Tyson Kidd. The Rock should have the edge. The Rock should easily bowl over Tyson Kidd. No problem. That's a fact, by the way. And The Rock is a bona fide superstar. Tyson Kidd is basically in WWE right now, more or less still, he's not doing much. He's teaming with Cesaro on Main Event. That's more or less what Tyson Kidd is doing. He's teaming with Cesaro and ignoring Natalya and falling for at least one, if not both, the Bellas, which is going to piss off either John Cena or Daniel Bryan. So I don't think that's the smartest thing he's ever done, but facing The Rock probably comes in a close second. And The Rock is ready to go. He is ready to get back in the win column after just being decimated by Big Show in our opening show. I mean, The Rock is good, but he couldn't take down a 500-pound giant who will be in action later tonight against the Evil King, Ganondorf, and that should be an amazing matchup. Both men full of sheer power. Ganondorf a bit more muscular power. He's going to just hit those strikes. And he's going to hit those strikes. Big Show's going to use his size to try to overpower Ganondorf. And he's going to try to use that 500 pounds to make sure Ganondorf can't get off some of his more impressive moves, like the Gerudo uppercut and things, where Ganondorf normally is able to push his opponent into the air. But before we get to that, of course, we've got this matchup, and we've got our third match of the evening. What it is. Tyson Kidd, great match with Dean Ambrose last week. It's interesting to note, looking at all this, there's none of the Shield on this card. No Roman Reigns, no Seth Rollins, no Dean Ambrose. Kane is not here tonight, so we're not going to get any real follow-up from last week, I don't think, where Kane attacked Dean Ambrose for no reason. Dean Ambrose and Tyson Kidd shook hands after that matchup, and Tyson Kidd flips in, and he is ready to go against The Rock, and he's going to have to bring his A game. He's going to have to bring everything he ever learned in the Heart Dungeon in order to take on the Great One, the Brahma Bull.